guys, Cruncherlamp Zero Gaming here, and in today's video, we are going to be going over the best vehicles in Rage 2. So there's actually a long selection of vehicles you can actually choose from. There's about, well, if you count it down, there's about 7 to 9, and these can actually be dependent on whether you unlock them or not, and whether you're able to reach to certain levels or certain areas of the map without being, killed, or being able to complete missions without being killed. Because some of them are meant to be with, just levels and not that. So here we are. You guys can see there's a few types. There's the Booma, which is the tank. Weird goon name. I don't know. And that's the tank. And then we have this one is the Icarus. This is the flying jet, and there's so many more. And I'll get back to this in a minute, but this is actually really good for speed. It's actually faster than your Phoenix, even without boost, believe it or not, which I thought was kind of interesting. Oh, and even though this guy says I can't outrun him, they're in a truck, he actually does outrun him. The NPCs crash into a bush, and the other guys keep going. So what do you know? You actually can outrun the Goon Squad in a truck. There we go. Or they might have been the Shroud. Who knows? But for now, we're going to focus on the Phoenix. So the Phoenix is easy to summon. It's $10 to actually summon, which is kind of actually nice. So it's only $10. The tank is $100, but I guess they base it on weight and power. The Phoenix is a multi-tool. It's kind of interesting. It's not even rechargeable, so I guess you could say it's Elon Tusk, if you know what I'm saying. You haven't seen my Easter egg. That was actually kind of cool. They did an Elon Musk Easter egg. So you can actually recharge this. It actually has 4 weapon systems. It has a boost, and has the longest lasting boost in the game, or as free roam. So that means, without the super incredible tank you get in the last mission, spoilers alert. I know you're not supposed to stay afterwards, but we all know it was coming. So, anyway, as you proceed on with this, so it's actually not as fast as you would think it would be. It's actually quite slow. Even though you have the boost, you actually don't go that much faster. It's mostly just to say yes. No, it's actually hard to turn if you have the boost on. The boost, I think it was mostly invented because this game is kind of interesting. It has a really bad tendency to turn around unless the vehicle slow down or something. But this vehicle, if you make like a sudden movement, you might be flying off the road. The boost button kind of prevents that, so you never make any sharp turns while boosting. It's going to be really hard, so I think that was kind of it, just to lock you in place, cruise control, that kind of thing. The Phoenix is very nice, and like I said, you actually can recharge it, and you can actually upgrade. This is like the only vehicle you can really fully upgrade, and it has so many things. It has ejections. It has everybody around it gets like killed. You have your boost button, which you can upgrade. You have your health button. You can upgrade the damage of this. You can upgrade the, I love saying this. You can upgrade, the damage, and the missiles. That's what I was getting onto the your weapons. You can have 4. Can have 1 big missile. I think it has like some kind of like laser thing, and it has the little AP missiles, and then it just has the Gatling gun. And it's pretty good. I mean, you can store the decent amount of bullets, at least for like 1 raid. Like, I can see you going through 4,000 bullets while trying to, unless you're like just wasting them and not hitting anything. If you're trying to take over, like a Goon Squad base or something. Like, I really couldn't see you wasting that many bullets on a bandit den or something. But usually you'll go back to a city if you have another big mission, and refill up on ammo. So that's nice. You can buy ammo. Most weapons though, like most like tanks and stuff like that, they actually have infinite ammo. They have actually like nuclear ammo, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's kind of like infinite. So I kind of rate the Phoenix like a 7 out of 10. It's not the best, but it's like a multi-tool, and it's kind of interesting. It's just an all-in-one kind of thing. So see, even the crap car is beating me, even with my boost. See guys, so I proved my point. It's not really efficient with speed. Now I will show you a few cars that are efficient with speed in just a few seconds. But I do want to talk about actually the car in front of us real quick. This car, you may saw it getting shot at. This car actually has a lot of that car is the best at self-protection, actually, which is actually quite interesting. It does have, if you go check it out, it does have like the most health, as everything, boarded up. It's meant for safety. Now, see, this is the Boomba. The Boomba, I don't care. Stupid names, okay? But this tank doesn't actually have that much health. You'll get killed pretty easily if you take like a good few shots. Doesn't see my health bar. It's not so bad depleting because I'm not taking any shots. But next time you see me get shot at, I'm gonna like lose a lot of health. But it is like single-handedly the most powerful free roam vehicles. So that means like I can go get this whether I'm level 1 or level 100 kind of thing. So I can get this anytime, anywhere, as long as it's not on the first mission. So, and then you just bring it back, to the city, and they'll get you checked in and put it in your garage. So this tank, it's the most costly. It even has a boost, but it'll take damage really easily. It's not like the Gatling gun and that the Shroud have. You guys don't know that one. It actually has a shield over it, so that is the most, I guess, that has the most health if you think about it, because the shield will regenerate. So technically, that one is the most powerful, one of them all, and their shield can regenerate. But see, you guys, look at that tank, and it's supposed to be, big and powerful and protect. It just fell apart. Like, even the Phoenix would have lasted longer with just a few upgrades, and I didn't even upgrade that much, and you could recharge it too. But the other cars probably would have lasted longer. I think a few other things probably would have lasted longer, actually. This thing even would have lasted longer. So this is our next one. So this one is by no doubt the most funnest one to use, by far. If you don't include shooting things like killing, this thing is pretty cool. If you don't have it, I definitely recommend that you start hunting arcs as fast as you can, because if you hunt all the arcs, you're just guaranteed, if you get all of them, you're guaranteed to get this. And then you have to reach a certain level with the other guy, and then this will be unlocked. Kind of like some other ones, it'll be like, say unlocked at level 10. So this will be unlocked kind of like around like level, I think it's 6 or 8, somewhere in between then. But see, this is really good, and it's actually kind of fun. So I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna rate the last tank. The tank is like a 5 out of 10. This thing is a 9 out of 10 because what's so nice about it is you can literally drop behind enemy lines and they really won't notice you, or drop on top of the rooftops and then shoot down. This thing is amazing. There is some weird things, like you can't go as high as you want without there being a mountain. So the AI tells it to go up, so you'll go up and like that. But then you're gonna start coming down to fit the landscape. So if you get really high up there, like if you use a mountain to propel yourself up, you're going to glide down. And it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be okay. And I mean, I have no complaints against it. There are some trees. You never really bang into any trees, at least tree branches, when you're driving on the ground. This is probably like the only vehicle you actually ever hit a tree branch with, which is kind of interesting. But like, look at this, it's just gliding down. Like, you're really soaking like the beauty that the developers put behind this game just by doing this. It's kind of like paragliding, parachuting. It does have a trigger button. It doesn't have a boost button. It does have an up and down button, but you can't go up as high as you want. But you can go down, well, to the ground. And that's about it. There's really no special features to it. It has a health bar, mandatory, and that's about it. There really isn't anything too cool, any cool tricks. I mean, its mechanics is kind of cool. See, I can just drop in here. Now, probably not the best idea to drop right where I dropped, but see, it can't really take that much. It's mostly what happens is you want to upgrade your character so it can drop down and not take any fall damage. Like use the A or your jump button and then the right bumper combo. And if you do that and you have your right things unlocked, you'll power punch the ground, but you can fall as much as you want because you're going to be jumping and then going back down on the ground. So you actually can get that ability by going into an arc. So that's kind of cool. So you can kind of like just jump off of it in air and then kind of like parachute down, if you will, right into the chaos. And it's only cost $10 to summon, so why wouldn't you? It's expandable. It's one of those It's one of those things that's meant to be destroyed. It's kind of like just that parachute that everybody uses. As you guys can see, it doesn't have too much like on its backstory or anything, but this is definitely one of the best weapons in this game. I hope you guys agree with this too, but I do find it to be pretty useful and pretty good. If you guys have any vehicles that you guys think that I should have been aware of, besides, the last one at the very end of the mission, then yeah, please let me know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel and turn on your bell notifications. I make Rage 2 content every single day, and sometimes even more, like some little tips and tricks. So I hope you guys check that out. But yeah, I'm Grunge0 Gaming, and yeah, this was pretty much my best vehicles review. And yeah, this is my list, and all these, all these vehicles I showed, these can be found in free range and set for the cars. That can be found by leveling up your levels, and the rest can be found near bandit dens. Anyway,